Good evening, everyone. I wanted to go over Unit 6 exercise. So for Unit 6, we are going to I'm going to show you step by step on how to create a spreadsheet to help your friend to see how much money they spend on coffee. So last week we did something similar. So if you haven't done this exercise, I'm going to walk you through the exercise. So with exercise 6, you're going to open up the instructions and you're going to follow step by step. So step 1, you're going to open up Excel. And then I have just opened up Excel. And then we are going to click in cell A1. So I'm just going to make this a little bigger so that you can see it. So I'm going to click on cell A1. And in cell A1, I'm going to type the day of the week. Then once I do that, I'm going to click on cell B1. And I'm going to type in total spent on coffee. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to type it all in caps since it is a title that we're doing. So I'm going to go back and do some editing. Then I'm going to go back, just click on cell B1. And then I'm going to move on to step number 3, where I'm going to type the days of the week in the following cell. So cell A2, I'm typing Monday. Then I'm going to go down to A3 and I'm going to type Tuesday. I'm going to enter. I'm going to type Wednesday. Then I'm going to type Thursday. And then I'm going to enter. I'm going to type Friday. And then I'm going to type Saturday. I'm going to enter. And I'm going to type Saturday. Enter, because enter is bringing me down to the next cell. I'm going to type Sunday. So I just typed the days of the week. Now, step 5 is telling me in cell B2 through B8, enter the following numbers of each day of the week. So I'm going to click on cell B2. I'm going to put the $sign. And then I'm going to type 15.2054. If you make a mistake, you can delete it and then re-enter your information. I'm going to enter down, and then I'm going to do $sign to 10.23. Now, you can type your $sign before, or you can wait till after and format it later. So then I'm going to show you how. So let's say I'm typing 8556 and then I enter. And then I'm going to type 1044 and then I'm going to enter. Then I'm going to type 1243 and then I'm going to enter. Once I do that, I'm going to type $20.74. Then I'm going to enter the last cell in B8. I'm going to type $14. And I'm going to press enter now. In cell B2 to B3, you saw me put the $ manually. But I can also select the text that I need to format into counting. I could go into, click on my home tab. I could go to either the $ here, and I can put the $ here, or I could go do the list, the number list, and I could choose currency or accounting. So that let us know that we are dealing with money. And I could just select the whole thing so that it could all be accurate. And I can go back to accounting so everything looks nice and even. If you need to widen your column so that you can see everything, because like right now I can't see the whole entire day of the week. So I'm going to take my mouse. I'm going to move it up between the A and B column. I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to drag it so that we're able to see what's in both columns. Now, step 6 says now that you have entered all these amounts, you want to find out how much money is spent on coffee for the week. So with our mouse or cursor, we can go to cell B2 and left click and drag down till we have all the numbers you have entered selected. So that means that cells B2 to B8 will be grayed out. So I'm going to go up to cell B2 and I'm going to highlight all the way to cell B8. So that's what we have selected. And then what we are going to do is make sure that we have our home tab clicked on that ribbon. We're going to go to the auto sum button. And we're going to click it because it's going to wind up giving us the total. So we found the total, which is $91.94. And when you click B9, you're going to see the formula, which is equal sum, parenthesis B2. The colon represents everything in the middle. And then B8 closes it up. And we have our total. So now that we've done that, and that was step 7, step 8, you are going to finish entering all the information you need into column A and B. However, you will notice that some of the days of the week entered in the columns are cut off. If you need to adjust it, and remember, as I said, when we need to adjust columns, you go in between the column. You're going to see that your cursor turns into like a plus sign with it. And then you could just drag so that you can make sure that you can see everything within the column. Or you could click your home tab and we can go over to the format and we could do auto fit your column width so that everything will fit automatically without you dragging. So I showed you 2 methods where you could come up here, hold down your mouse and drag, or you click the home button, go to the formatting, click the arrow, and you get a drop down menu, and you're going to see where you go to the column width, auto fit column width, so everything could fit within your column. So that gives us a nice look where that we can see everything and it looks readable. So now we're going to go to step 9. So our last step is to create a chart from the information you created, right? So in Unit 5, we practice inserting a chart. So we're going to do the same thing here. And we want to make sure that we want all the information in the chart so that we can see it on the chart. So with our mouse or cursor, we are going to select from cell A1 through B8, right? So this is through B8. And then once we're going to make sure that we select the A1 through B8, and everything in your workbook should be selected in gray, except for B9. We're not going to include the total. So we're going to go to our menu tab, and we're going to go to Insert. And we are going to go to Charts. And we go to Recommended Charts. And you're going to see to all the options. So the next instruction says a small box will pop up, what you see, and you see a variety of charts that we can choose from. You want to pick the second option, which will be the line chart. And then we're going to click it. So here you're going to see the line chart. You see the total spent on coffee. You see the prices. You see the months. And you could drag it anywhere in the chart to your chart and your worksheet just to make it look nice and readable. So if you want it here or here, it's fine. So I'm going to just put it under. So now you can see the breakdown of how much coffee we spent. And then after that, you will save it. And too, with me, I like to name my spreadsheet. So of course, we're going to save this. I'm just going to go to File. I'm going to go to Save As. And instead of saying Book 2, I'm going to just save it as Unit 6 Assignment, or you can save it as Total Spent on Coffee, but just give it a name so that you can remember what you saved it as. And then we're going to press Save. Then I'm going to go and close it out. I'm going to go back to the Blackboard, and I'm going to double click on Unit 6 Assignment Excel Part 2. And of course you see the due date, which is due. This assignment is due Sunday, April 16th. It is worth 100 points. And here you see the step-by-step instruction, the guide that I went through to follow instructions, and then of course the rubric, just to make sure that you dotted your I's and crossed all your T's, and it's to make sure that you inputted the information correctly, the figures columns have been totaled, that you can see all the information you inputted the cells, and that you actually inserted your chart. And once you've done that, you could just come to Attach Files, choose your file that you have saved it at, and remember I saved it as Unit 6. Click Open, and then you see my attachment, and I have submitted the assignment. So hopefully that this demonstration was helpful. You know that on Thursday, which is tomorrow, that we do have our CIS 110 workshop that goes through all the assignments within Unit 6. So being how that this is our midweek check-in, this makes sure that you review the assignment, go through step by step. Once you completed the assignment, make sure that you upload it. This week you have the knowledge check, and of course you'll have your 10 questions, and it will include what you've done in Unit 5 as well as in this unit. So make sure you complete that. And as I always recommend, do the stimulation, because it also takes you step by step and prepare you for Unit 6 assignment. And then, of course, our weekly discussions where you post your initial discussion. And, of course, you want to reply and respond to at least 2 of your classmates to keep the dialogue going as well. And I also want to remind us that we are almost to the finish line. And I want to make sure that everyone is ready to wrap up this term. So if you owe assignments, you still have time to get them done. Complete the stimulations. Complete the discussion boards, right? Do the knowledge checks in the assignment. And as always, if you have any questions or you need assistance, please email me. Drop it in one of my office hours, or if none of my office hours works for you, you can always email me and we could plan a time and date that's good for the both of us so that we can meet and I can assist you with any questions, concerns that you have. I'll see you on the discussion board. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great day.